Okay, this is Robert Kreider of KX. What I want to show you here is a series of tracks that Tony and I have discovered here. This is Tony. He's trained ex-military, tracker as well. A lot of experience in the Idaho region tracking animals. What I want to show you is what should not be out here in these freezing temperatures along the river, especially where this trackway is located. If you look down below me, make sure I'm zoomed out. The mic's all the way up here. The mic is all the way up. Okay, so what we're going to see here in the frame are some toe marks here across. That's the toes of a very small foot. And what I want to really show, I hope this shows in the video, is the pattern that's in the bottom of the step here. That's either from hair or splits or cracks in the feet. And with the next 8 or 9 inch print, they're consistent. Again, you see them again. That detail shouldn't be on the bottom of a human foot unless they've really got some severe foot issues. And if they have them when they're this small, there's some problems. What I want to note is now where this trackway goes. It goes right across the top of these rocks. And you can see in the foreground out here a whole series in the sand all the way down. Well, so far this is the only section we found any of these prints in. Tony's tracking the entire river system out. You can see right there, and he's looking for any other evidence that they crossed the stream, that they went anywhere from here. And really what they did is they went up on top of this mess. Instead of down here where people walk in the soft sand and stuff, they actually walked up on these pointy sticks and things that humans wouldn't even walk on. We'd be like, oh my gosh, they'll tear our feet up. And they just walked right across on this, and then they vanished. Their sign vanishes. It looks like these are Bigfoot prints. They're triangular in main shape, with the entire section always touching where we normally have the raised arch. And you can get a look here. For some reason it keeps starting in telephoto, so let me start out here. I'll get you another view of where they're walking. You can see they come right across here, they go right down this, come right here, and then you've got two individuals walking here, actually. A small one and a very small one. You can see this is a great example of the two. Here's the small foot in comparison with my hand. And you can see that if this is a child out here walking around, it's pretty irresponsible. Last night was 28 degrees. I mean, we're still maybe 40 degrees right now, and this happened in between last night and this morning. So it happened while it was still sub-freezing temperatures out here. Another interesting part is what we see here look like knuckle prints. And see, we've got knuckle prints here, feet print. Here's a knuckle print, here's a foot. Right here, total nice foot, toes and everything. And then we have a hand print with knuckles. Either that or he's walking on the very tip of his foot and not putting his heel down. It just doesn't look like that, because you've got both of them, two of those there that match them. We go along and we've got another what looks like a hand print, knuckles, next to a footprint, next to another print, and this one, again, we see the entire pattern. On the bottom of the foot here, we can see the pattern of the entire bottom of the foot. I think this may be one of the ones we cast today. Again, we see the same thing here. We see it's a barefoot, very flexible foot. You can see there's a center rise from a center break arch. We don't have that. And then we have patterning all over the place again. So whatever these are have a lot of pattern to the base of the foot, not like a human smooth foot. More like that of a dog or an animal that's been out here for a long time. Here another human type print that's showing a large diverged main toe or large toe. Looks like we've got two other hand or finger marks right here where the fingers have touched the sand as it moved through. So whatever this is moving through on its knuckles and on its feet. And you can see here where they've stepped here. Then we go into the soft sand where we should leave marks. We should have something here, and we just have nothing. Here I got them, Tony. I got a barefoot print here right in the mud. It's going to be cast hard. And here's one here. Now the other smaller guy's not walking now, so he's been picked up. And then there's one right in front of us right there that is just immaculate shape. Toes, whole 9 yards. It did about 2:33 in the morning. We went way cold because we got down to 28 in town, which means we were colder here. Now see, all those marks vanished, but I've got that one in the mud. They're walking right up in the water and in the mud right here. May not pick them up again until we get
I don't see anything on the
farther.
sides down that way.
Nothing where they came out or went any farther. They just vanish.
Well, it makes me think they're
Picked up.
and they're coming through when it's frozen. You know, because nothing can float.
Right.
They gotta leave some kind of track.
Well, Mom and Dad pick them up, and Mom and Dad are better at minding their feet print than the kids. You know, if they just set them down for a few minutes, that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Be quite so careful about where the hell he was stepping.
Right. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and shut recorder for now, and we're gonna move upstream. I'm probably gonna go ahead and come back and cast these because they're too good to miss, and the vehicle's not too far away from here with the casting materials. But I am gonna walk away from it now. We're gonna go on in and continue this. Hopefully these tracks don't get messed up too much before we get back. At least they are photo documented, so I'm amazed to see the knuckle prints with the feet print, you know. And right here, this one print below me that I'm staring at and I can't look away from has such a strange overall shape to it. I've never seen a person that I can remember with a foot like that yet. So it's just wild. It really is. Okay, we're off. This tree. Yeah, that thing's not level, it's crooked. Straighten this camera out here. Yeah, I'm gonna go up this tree and plant this camera. Actually, if you look right behind us, right in the trees, is a pile of scat full of nuts. Smells like human poop. It's full of about 4 or 5 different kinds of seeds, including corn. Lots of this natural Russian olive fruit, lots of natural grass seeds, animal protein, little fur. It's right there, right off where I expected the BF subject to be cruising through. So placement's dead on, and we'll just see what happens from there. Right now I'm going to go up this tree and place this camera. Try to make sure we got everything right spot here. Alright. So you can see the camera I'm going to place. It's camouflaged for this area. It's got a little extra foliage. What that'll do is attract attention. Hopefully it won't look so foreign that it won't look at it. And get everything set. instead of going all the way to my spot that I actually placed my camera, he stopped short right here in this thicket. And then this is going to be the scat pile. And I want to show you. Don't know if this thing will actually do this very close, but anyway, it's full of all kinds of different seeds, nuts, corn. Everything smells like human or primate. And it's definitely not a coyote or anything. It does have a little bit of fur in it. I'm not going to collect it. This isn't something that I see as necessarily rare. And if I need a sample of it, it's here. And what we've got though, we've had several piles of scat. One of them, the family was through here apparently, and one of them had a loose stool that was eating a lot of algae and Russian olive. And apparently they've got 2 young now. They may have had both before, and the one been an infant. I think that's what's going on because we've got feet print from both of them. So I'm going to wrap this up. We'll go on to the second camera placement, or the third technically. Okay, we've arrived at second camera position. That's Tony coming now. I'm going to show you some evidence of occupation. This is the area. Let's see. Okay, this grassy soft stuff is where they're going to be in your occupying that with their family. This is the kind of stuff I look for right here. So if you look at this branch, you'll see this break right here. Now, if we look closely, I'll show you this limb was broken upwards, up and over and laid down in here. Like this, it was broken up, not down. This tree in front of us has been bent and broken many times over the years, causing it to grow all kinds of crazy directions. We've got a bunch of high damage, not low damage, a lot of high damage. This is what we're looking for. Tops of these kind of stuff here, pushed heavily all the way through, or something has stepped all the way through this branch and drove that whole tree through that other tree. That's what we're looking for. This is an area of occupation. So they probably have the kids and family tucked in here on and off. It's a perfect place. So I'm going to try to set a camera and get one set in here. Finally got the nice camouflage right here. tracks that we found earlier. Those small hominid tracks. Not human, but hominid. Which is a good sign. Okay. See ya. Okay. This is a video documentation. We're about to cast one of the best footprints I've ever found. It's of a young hominid individual. I'm sure it's the same baby. We got his print last year. Looks like he's grown a little bit. But so you'll see me actually photo document this print. Print is right there. This is the one we're about to cast. It has dermal ridges, splits in the feet, wear marks in the feet, everything else is here. It's probably the best I've ever seen. It's part of about a 30-step track here showing two infant or very young individuals who have been apparently walking together, with one of the younger individuals walking on his knuckles and his hands. And there's one set of prints over there that's just got 2 fingers that we did a little video record of earlier. What I'm going to do right now is cast this print. We're going to try to cast a couple of prints here, so we're going to run this one really soupy so it really runs down in here. I really want to get all these cracks and stuff on this foot. So try not to mess up the print. Here's why we did the double pour. There's knuckle prints. There's knuckle prints. I can fill these.
How long that stuff take to set up?
Not very long. I'm going to try to pour as many as I can. I got a little more plaster here. Had severely below freezing nights. We were down at about 20 degrees last night. We're about 28 degrees right now. As you can see, new flurries of snow everywhere here on the ground. And I'm just going to look for a new track. We've had a lot of activity in here, and I noticed that yesterday when I came in, it looks like the family unit, or at least that younger little adolescent guy that's got the 9-inch foot, he was down here. Right now, this is that's his and we've got a little bit more on the other side. Scuffing over there, and I'm going to show you where he actually is over here. And this is finger marks in the sand from that same individual, little young guy. And then we had scuff marks leading off back downstream again. So apparently we didn't run them out of here. Apparently they're right back in here again. I'm trying not to get my feet too wet. It's so cold out here right now. But I'll give you one more look at this bare foot. We made it nighttime on a night that was 28 degrees. That's the same foot that we cast there. Big toe on it. And it was done frozen, so that was still thawed right next to the water there. I'll keep and I don't really know who's out here in sub-freezing temperatures walking through these riverbeds in the snow and ice, especially when one of the prints was 4 or 5 inches long. And this is a new pile of scat right there. You see the size. The old pile of scat that was here. Again, you can see the size. This is the day upstream.